Hiya, folks. It is Wednesday, March 10th, 2021, and I'm going to solve today's New York Times crossword by Nancy Stark and Will Nediger, the great Will Nediger. I'm recording this a little bit later in the evening than I usually do. Work went a bit long today, so I've got some wine with me. Cheers. And I'm going to take a sip, and then we'll get into the puzzle. All right. I'm just going to solve this and talk it through as I go along. If you want to follow along at home, you can see the clues that I am looking at highlighted in blue on the left side of the grid. Here we go. Soft seat in the woods. Interesting. Seat in quotes. So it's not really a seat. It's not a log. What do you sit on in the woods? I'm not sure. Let's go down. Like solving crosswords. Fun? Hard? Hobby? I don't know. Let's see. 8-time Oscar nominee for Best Actor. 8-time Oscar nominee for Best Actor. Could be maybe like Pacino. Action in tennis, swimming, and golf. What do you do in tennis, swimming, and golf? Stroke, maybe? Highest on a diploma. Highest. I don't know. Soft seat in the woods. Shocked response to Brutus is at 2. And good name for an average Joe. Norm, maybe? Let's look at 28 across. Wrangler alternative. I'm not too familiar with cars. I know the Wrangler is a type of car, but I don't know what type of car it is. So, acid's opposite. Ooh. Isn't acid's opposite a base? What else could that be? Like solving crosswords. 8-time Oscar. It's not Pacino. It could be... Who else? Daniel Day-Lewis. Is this cum something? I don't know. I know like summa cum laude is something, right? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's move along to this area. Things that may be hot or dropped. Ball. No, you can drop the ball, but you wouldn't really say hot ball. It's things, so it'll be 3 letters with an S probably. Things that may be hot or dropped. Drop. Oh, mics. You can have a hot mic and you can drop the mic. Okay. Come back. Return. I don't know. But related. I'm not sure. 5 down. Polysemous words have multiple of these. Polysemous. That is new. Okay. Repulsive. Icky, maybe? Smart. So this could be like smart as in intelligent, smart as in like sassy, like don't get smart with me. It could be smart like ouch, that's smart. It could be painful. I don't know. California county north of Marin. Sonoma? Is that a county? I don't know. Related. Akin. It might be Sonoma. Well, if this is an M going across, mad as a hatter. I don't know. That could be several things. Okay, it's a lot to assume. I'm not sure. Let's go 11 down. Caught. Just 3 letters? Caught. caught. Kinda. That might be like ish. Finder's fee, probably. Okay. It's a lot to assume. If? Something if? That's a big if. Maybe. Cropped up. Arose. And this is got. Okay, got. 19 across. Moving gracefully is that lithe, I want to say? I think. 9 down. Refuses to carry out. Is this like balks at, maybe? Something like that? Possibly? 10 down. They're usually packed on St. Patrick's Day. Irish pubs, maybe? 22 down. Subject of Charlotte Brewer's Treasure House of the Language. I don't know what Treasure House of the Language is. All right, let's look at the theme entry. 20 across. Start of a saying about getting in the way. Start of a saying about getting in the way. A common cosmetics component. I don't know. Acid opposite. I don't know. Polysemous words. No. Smart. Oh, chic, maybe? Could be. Comeback is... What is that? Ache? No. There's not many words that can have that CH in the middle there. Echo. Echo comes back. Okay. This might be Sonoma. I was a totally random guess, but it might be Sonoma. What is this? Polysemous words have multiple, maybe meanings? Could be. Oh, alkali. Alkali is the opposite of an acid. Okay. And common cosmetics component. This might be aloe. Too many cooks. Okay. Did anyone remember that that meme that went around? Too many cooks. If you haven't seen it, you should look up the Too Many Cooks. There's like it's a parody of like early 90s, I would say, or maybe late 80s, like sitcom theme shows, like opening theme montages with the theme song. And it is so good. It's so funny. And it's just like, it's pitch perfect. It replicates those theme videos just perfectly, like for like Family Matters or things like that. Step by Step, those kinds of shows. If you haven't seen the Too Many Cooks video, you should search for Too Many Cooks theme song or whatever. I'm sure it'll come up. Anyways, subject of Charlotte Brewer's, yeah, I don't know that. Okay. Mad as a Hatter. Oh, it is Summa. It's just Summa. Okay. Summa, I guess, means highest. Highest or higher? Highest. Okay. Soft seat in the woods. What is this? You sit on a what? This is maybe mental. Solving crosswords is mental. Moss. You can sit on moss. Oh, I guess Peter O'Toole was an 8-time nominee. Wrangler alternative is Lee. Oh, it's jeans, not a car. I should have thought of that. Okay. Cool. Let's look at the next themed entry. We had Too Many Cooks for the first one. Next is start of a saying about negative influence. Negative influence. Okay, so we have just the beginnings of sayings. Start of a saying about getting in the way. Start of a saying about negative influence. Maybe they have the same ending, perhaps. Too many cooks in the kitchen is the ending, right? Too many cooks in the kitchen. Maybe this is something that ends with in the kitchen also. Start of a saying about negative influence. I don't know. Hair-raising cry. Don't know. Rocker Bob Seger, I think. I'm not actually sure who that is, but I just know the name. Hair-raising cry. Huh. Bouquet thrower is the bride. Small flat-bottom boat is a skiff. Is it just eek? And maybe this is one bad apple. Okay, it's not in the kitchen. Okay. Treasure House of the Language. Oh, probably the OED, the Oxford English Dictionary, is probably the subject of whatever that is. Treasure House of the Language. Mesh. What is this? Mad as a Hatter. Mesh. Don't know. 25 down. Popular prom hairstyle. What's a popular prom hairstyle? Apt rhyme for blob. Slob, maybe? 40 across. Stereotypical clown name is Bobo, right? Elizabeth I for one was a Tudor. Oh, an updo. And what is this? Mad as a Hatter. Do I have something wrong? I don't know what this is. Hold on. Sleek in autospeak is arrow. Mishusa? But everything seems right. Unless, could Sonoma be something else? Mad as a Hatter. I have no idea. I guess if I finish the grid and it doesn't recognize it as being complete, that's the first place I'm going, probably. The Persistence of Memory and Lobster Telephone. I don't know what either of those are. Okay. 38 down. Partner of Away. Maybe far and away. 39 down. Tripping hazard. I don't know. You could trip over so many different things. Who knows? 34 across. Center of a sting operation. Center of a sting operation. I'm not sure. 34 down. Draw colloquially. I need something more. Prime Cuts Extra Gravy brand. Don't know what that is. Strip in the bedroom. Maybe. Gosh. I don't know. 32 down. Place to watch a game with friends. Concede. It's like give up. I don't know. Start of a saying about parental discipline. Oh, man. Quick, possibly controversial bit of commentary. Oh, gosh. This is tough. Ring ref's decision, maybe a TKO. Oh, warning you might give before revealing the endings of 20, 29, and 45 across. Interesting. I don't know. A warning you might give. Ply the needle. Don't know. Slender. Don't know. Slips. I don't know. After meal amenity. After meal amenity. Napkin? Could be a napkin. 61 across. The McCoys, for example. James or Jones of jazz. Well, there's an Etta James of jazz that's often referred to. Is there an Etta Jones? I don't know, but I'm going to put it in because, geez, I got to put something in and just something to work with. Harvest, maybe reap. Oh, this could be a wet nap. I was on the right track with napkin. Maybe a wet nap. Slips. Slender. Maybe svelte. That's a thing, right? Ply the needle is sew. Okay. Slips. A warrior's ailment, it said. A warrior's ailment. I'm not sure. Body of work is... What's the word for that? Like, not repertoire. There's a word. Oh, what is it? Oeuvre. Oh God, but how do you spell it? Is this right? I hope that's right. I'm not totally sure that's right. Slips is errata. Okay. And warrior's ailment is... Oh, ulcer. This is clan. Okay. Let's see. Warning you might give before revealing the endings. Something alert? Might occur to you as an idea. Okay, so it is alert. I'm not sure. Well, I still haven't figured this one out also. Sort of a saying about parental discipline. Something the red or the rod? What was this? Tripping hazard? The persistence of memory and lobster telephone are dollies. That's right. They're the names of dollies. The persistence of memory is the one with all the clocks, isn't it? Okay. Tripping hazard. Floor or something? Could be. Floor... I don't know. Argo or Fargo are... Argo or Fargo. They're movies. They're Oscar winners, aren't they? Or at least Oscar nominees. Oh, it's or, so it's singular. It might just be film. It's just that simple. Title matchmaker in an 1815 novel. Don't know. Common. Oh, maybe it's like Emma or something? It might be. What's 55 down? Garnish for a gimlet is a lime. It might be Emma. Classic boulevard liners are elms. I've never read Emma. I know nothing about the story, but I was just thinking of a 4-letter novel title that's a name also, and from around that time period. Emma was the only one I could think of. Common medical advice is rest, probably. Floor mat is the hazard. Oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Too many cooks spoils, or something like that. Too many cooks in the kitchen can spoil. I forget what the full phrase is, but like one bad apple spoils the entire tree. Too many cooks spoils the pot. Maybe that's what it is. Too many cooks spoils the pot, or something like that. Okay, so it's spoiler alert. So all of this is something that ends with spoils something. The rod? I don't know. Calfless cow is a heifer. Boomerangs for Aboriginal Australians, for example. Boomerangs for Aboriginal Australians, for example. I don't know what their connection is to the boomerang. Noisy bird is, I don't know, a ewe or an emu or something. Application. Ham with 2 Olympic gold medals is Mia. Like some shrimp and jets is Jumbo. And blank American, like about 6% of the US, is Asian. Hey, that's a really nice thing to include in here, especially considering all the recent, the spike in hate crimes against Asian Americans. It's just nice to have in there. Fucking terrible people out there. What, like, it's absurd. Noisy bird is a J. Junior and senior are years. What was this? Application was use. Okay, that makes sense. And then years. Okay, boomerangs for Aboriginal Australia. Aboriginal Australians, for example. What? Okay, when I see this grid, I mean, it looks to me like it should be tampons, just because blank, 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 PONS. Is that a brand of tampons or something? What? I don't understand. I don't know if tampons... I mean, tampons doesn't seem like it is correct. But that's the first thing that came to my mind, and I can't think of anything else now. Place to watch a game with friends is a sports bar. Quick, possibly controversial bit of commentary is a hot take. Okay, it's not tampons. Good. What is this? Concede? No. Start of a saying about parental discipline. Draw, colloquially. It's like draw. I don't know. Center of a sting operation. Prime Cuts Extra Gravy brand. Wonder if I can figure this out. Prime Cuts Extra Gravy. What would that be? Strip in the bedroom. Man. Is it just like a wasp, maybe? Could be. I don't know what this is. I don't know this. This might be a slat. Could be. Do you know this yet? Start of a saying about parental discipline. Yeah, I don't think I know this saying. The rod doesn't sound familiar to me at all. Concede. Allow. Oh, it's weapons. Weapons. Is it spare the rod? Hold on. Spare the rod? Draw colloquially is wash. Wash? Draw. Wash and draw, is that right? Oh, yes, okay. A draw as in a tie. It's a draw, it's a wash. Okay, that is correct. Wash is correct. I don't know if Alpo is correct or not. Spare the rod. Scare the rod. Stare the rod. Snare the rod. This is a saying that I just don't know. I want to say spare the rod. Spare the rod sounds like it could be something. Alpo might be a brand. So it comes back to this then. Sonoma. Is it Sonora? No. Sono. Is arrow not right? No, that should be right. What on earth? Sonola. Sonona. Sonoda. Sonoma, I want to say. Sonora or Sonoma. Sonoma, OED. Balks at. Irish pubs has got to be right. Updo. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Slob. Blob. Is there anything else that could be? Arrow. Darn. Let's see. Meshuggah. Glob? Meshuggah? Man. We got it. It's all good. All right. Interesting. An interesting theme. Maybe spare the rod is a really common thing. It doesn't seem familiar to me. But, sometimes you just don't know stuff. That's, sometimes there are random gaps in your knowledge, and maybe that's just one of those random gaps. Too many cooks spoil the pot, I think. One bad apple spoils the tree, I think. So these are all spoilers. Spare the rod, spoil. I don't know what that... You spoil something. Spare the rod, spoil something. But spoiler alert, right? Revealing the ending. That's really actually a pretty clever use of the phrase spoiler alert as a theme revealer, right? Because spoiler alert means to reveal the ending, or like to spoil something means to reveal the ending of something, and then it's the endings of things that all happen to contain the word spoil. So very, very clever use of that phrase to tie these phrases together, to tie these themed entries together. It was a tough puzzle. Nothing super, like nothing unreasonably tough though for a Wednesday. Meshuggah obviously gave me a hard time. Just like those kinds of, I don't, is Meshuggah Yiddish? I want to say. I'm not totally sure about that, but I want to say Yiddish. Those kinds of phrases when they come up, like, because anytime, the thing is, like, anytime there's words in the crossword grid that are in a different language, like Spanish or French or things like that, there's always some kind of indication in the clue that it is a word in a different language. And I understand Meshuggah is probably become so common that it may be considered English now. I have no idea, but it is originally, I want to say Yiddish. I could be totally wrong there. I hope I'm not. But so I feel like there should be some indication that, like, assuming that I am correct and that is the case, that this is a Yiddish word, like, I feel like there should be some indication that, like, the answer here is not straight English, you know? Because they do that for other languages, so why not Yiddish? But this is not the first time I've seen that also. Even if I'm incorrect about this being Yiddish, there have been other times in the past when I've seen Yiddish phrases being used with, like, not really any clear indication that the answer is going to be not straight English. And I don't feel like that's totally fair. But maybe I'm wrong, because on the other hand, we have oeuvre as well, which is from French, right? And there's no indication of that, but this, like, oeuvre is originally from French, but now it's kind of become English, right? And there's no indicator here that this is a word that's not straight up English. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving that clue a hard time just because it gave me a hard time. It took me a while to figure it out. But all things fair, you know, I think it's a common enough word that it's fair to include, for sure. What did I like in here? Echo and comeback are good. Good name for an average Joe, for Norm. That's a good clue for that. Wrangler alternative is also nice, because I'm pretty sure a Wrangler is a type of car, so there's multiple possibilities for that, so that's really good. Dali is a good one, because that's just like a nice little what do you call it, like a factoid, you know? It's like trivia, because those names sounded really familiar to me, but until I saw the DAIS, I couldn't quite put my finger on what they were, but then it clicked. This is a cool little factoid. A polysemous, just like, this is meant to teach you the meaning of the word polysemous. Is a word that has multiple meanings. I like those kinds of clues especially when they're gettable by getting everything that crosses with them. Oh, hot mics and dropped mics, that was really good. Also, there's some good stuff in here. Wasp, like, for some reason, the center of a sting operation, I wanted it to be a little more wordplay. I feel like this was even, like, more of a generic answer than I expected it to be. But then again, it's only Wednesday. It's not like it's Thursday or Friday, so I suppose that's fine. And boomerangs. I didn't know boomerangs were weapons originally. That's a nice little factoid also. Very cool. And of course, I mentioned it already, but the nod to the Asian Americans. We gotta stop hate crimes against Asians. It's absurd. I mean, speaking as someone who lives in Asia, like, that's crazy. Like, if it were the other way around, you know, me living in Asia, if there were hate crimes against, white people, or hate crimes against Americans, like, Americans would be up in arms about that. Like, that's insane. So, like, this, that's crazy. That's got to stop. And I will end on that note, on a serious note. Solidarity with with the Asian American fellow citizens. Let's stop the hate, please. All right, let me know what you thought of this puzzle. Leave a comment below, please. What did you think of the theme there? Spoiler alert. Do you know Spare the Rod? What's the ending of Spare the Rod? Spoil something. Is that a familiar phrase to you, or is it one? Am I like just totally out of the loop on this? Is this a really common thing, or is it something that is fairly uncommon? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you can. I would appreciate that. Thanks so much, and I will be back tomorrow with the Thursday puzzle. See ya.